Man, it sure was really nice of Konami to reprint Solemn Strike for us again.
YugiNoNo.
Alright guys, so all jokes aside, I think this is a pretty good structure deck. I have no idea what kind of impact this deck is going to have on our metagame, or, you know, what kind of standard build, like what the best build will be out of this. I actually haven't even went out and looked at builds for this yet. I'm really interested in the deck though, simply because I actually like playing more anti-meta decks. I like playing Evil Swarms, Side Frames. I also like playing, you know, more combo-based decks, and you guys already know that, but I mainly picked this up for Heralds because this actually has a lot of really great fairy reprints and stuff, and like, you know, just like the Herald of Orange Light, Green Light, Purple Light, that's actually the main reason why I picked this up, believe it or not, because those are really good reprints for, you know, another deck that I have, you know, cards that I might, you know, fairy cards I might need for another deck. But also, if I actually end up liking this deck, I will definitely build this up and, you know, profile it for you guys. But I actually sold my Solemn Strikes a little while ago, that hence the joke at the beginning of the video. I actually went and sold my Solemn Strikes, you know, when they were peaked up around like Nats season, because I wasn't playing them. I went to Nats with like Herald or whatever, so like I really didn't need the Solemn Strikes, so I just sold them off, and now I'm kind of regretting it, because I kind of think this deck looks really cool. I mean, Air Knight and Parshath, I love goats, you know, and I would like to at least give this deck a shot, but sadly, I don't have strikes, but I am super excited to open this, to see this structure deck. Yeah, like I said though, yeah, two more. I actually picked up two more of them. I really hope that I like this deck. I think it's gonna be really cool. But this this math though, wow, that's actually really good. Dang. Another one for the collection, guys. I actually collect, if you guys did not know, I collect these structure deck and starter deck mats. I need to do an update on my collection. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but you know, you guys know how long my to-do list is. It's ridiculous. And we got our new beginner's guide and stuff, but we don't really need to see that. We all know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, hey, that's new. What is that? A Duel Links thing on the back? What is this? That is interesting. Let's see what this, can I not open plastic? All right, I got it. Sweet. Okay. Whew, this is gonna be awesome. What is this thing even? Hey, look, so it's just like this advertisement for Duel Links. I haven't hopped on Duel Links in a little while. Someone told me that they put Cyber Dragon on Duel Links and stuff. It makes me want to fire it up and play again. I tried to get into Duel Links, guys. I just, like, you know, it got to where, you know, I wanted to spend money on it, and I'm just like, I don't want to spend money on it, so I just stopped playing. Like, that's really what it came down to. But we have an Eva, very nice. These new ultra rares that they've been doing. I've been like, just like the new foil, how they make the attribute of foil now. I've been in love with that too. But we have an Eva Sacred Arch Air Knight Parshath in all of its glory. Wow. Our new boss monster, ultra rare for this deck, very cool. Power Angel Valkyria. Wow, Valkyria, however you want to pronounce it. That's really cool. The Sanctum of Parshath, very nice. Rebirth of Parshath. Oh man, oh, it's coming back. Like, it's a little nostalgic if you guys played GOAT format, you know, and you guys know I love playing GOAT format. But if you play GOATs, I mean, Air Knight Parshath is a huge part of that format, you know, in GOAT control, and it's just a really good card. You inflict damage, it does piercing damage, and it lets you draw a card. Gosh, this, oh man, Air Knight Parshath's a good card. It's really cool that he got like more support on his own. Like, he's, I don't know how to explain it, but this one is Minerva, the other Minerva. This one is Minerva, Scholar of the Sky, Neo Parshath, the Sky Paladin. Hey, and then speaking of the OG Parshath, of course, yeah, I actually had no idea this got reprinted in here, but then again, like, why wouldn't it get reprinted in this? So, like, Air Knight Parshath, very cool. And then Mateel, Sage of the Sky, Harvest Angel of Wisdom, that is a reprint, good reprint. Bountiful Artemis, Layered the Liberator, Guiding Aradne, good reprint. Archlord Christia, another great reprint. Splendid Venus. Athena, actually I have a secret rare one of these somewhere. Tethys, Goddess of Light. Hecatrice, how do you pronounce that? Gelanduo, Nova Summoner. Honest, a lot of these cards remind me of like that old Master Hyperion, like the Agent deck. You remember, like, remember that, the Lost Sanctuary deck? A lot of these remind me of that, and I think a lot of these cards did get, you know, like printed in that as well. That's crazy. Like two structure decks, like essentially all the same cards, or a lot of the same cards, anyways. But we have a Herald of Orange Light, a Herald of Green Light, and Herald of Purple Light. Very nice. And then a Guiding Light. This card's really interesting. It says when this card is normal summoned, you can target one level 1 light monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So this is kind of like an Altair or whatever. It's really interesting. DD Sprite, so DD Sprite, Hanawada, really good against Trick Stars, you know, because you take no damage. Sanctuary in the Sky, speaking of that old, you know, Master Hyperion, you know, agent deck, cards from the sky, Celestial Transformation, Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen, very cool. Ties of the Brethren, Light of Judgment, Miraculous Descent, Synthetic Seraphim. I think that's a new one. Is that a new one? It's gotta be a new one, isn't it? Yeah, it's gotta be a new one. All right, so then Divine Punishment, Dark Bribe, Solemn Warning, great reprints. If only we got the strike with it. If this next one was a strike, that'd be so cool, but it's not. But this is a really good reprint. Another really good counter trap reprint. The Ultimate Providence, Drastic Drop Off, Recall. What's this one do? When your opponent activates a monster effect, your opponent draws one card, also negate the activation if you destroy it. Interesting. And then the token. Wow, that's really cool. So that's everything out of that. My overall impressions on this deck, like I said, I haven't looked at, you know, like solid builds for the deck. I've seen the deck played. I mean, this deck is different. This deck does have some things to help, you know, get over big monsters and things. But for the most part, like if you guys have seen Counter Fairies play, you've seen like any if you've seen one Counter Fairy deck play, you've seen all Counter Fairy decks play. They just want to go first. They set a lot of traps and they win that way. And then this deck actually helps you gain advantage and stuff. And actually, this helps you be more of a deck. This is actually really exciting, especially for players that like to play anti-meta, like to play, you know, set 5 pass, like to play a lot of trap heavy decks, maybe Evil Swarm players, you know, maybe Barrier Statue players. I think a lot of players, you know, Herald players, what have you, I think would really like this deck. I think that this deck has a lot of potential. I will say that you are going to want to get your Solemn Strikes. Solemn Strikes a fantastic card, but good news is Solemn Warning got reprinted in this, but like, that's so trolly though. To me, that's really trolly. Like, they reprint Warning and not Strike. They reprint Warning when Warning's at 1 on the ban list, and they need 3 structure decks, and Strike's at 3, and they didn't reprint Strike. Like, it makes no sense. And like, I really feel like, I mean, other than that mistake, you know, not reprinting Solemn Strike in this, because Warning has had many, you know, like a lot more prints than Strike. And I feel like, you know, since Warning is at 1 and has had plenty of prints, there was no reason to reprint that card again. I mean, the reprint is welcome. It is a really good card. Solemn Warning's a fantastic card, but I feel like Solemn Strike would have been the superior choice because the card is at 3. And, you know, buying 3 structure decks, I mean, $30 for a deck is pretty great. I mean, that's what was so great about, like, part of what made Monarch so great was that you got 3 structure decks and then maybe added a couple of cards and you had a tier 1 deck. So we'll have to see what happens with this. We'll have to see what happens, you know, after Extreme Force comes out, and we'll see how our meta shapes up and everything. But hopefully, you know, this deck will rise up and be a competitive deck. I hope that it is, because I would like a lot of people to be able to pick up the structure deck and be able to compete and play Yu-Gi-Oh, because that would be really great. And I really hope that you guys, you know, enjoyed this video. I really hope that you guys, if you do pick up this deck, I hope that you guys enjoy playing it and all that stuff. And thank you so much for watching this. Until next time, be sure to dick slap that like button and subscribe.
Subscribe.